Hey, you, IT guy here. I want to talk to you about editors today and a little bit of backstory first. We're going to talk about some tooling. What do I mean by that? Well, when I first started writing code, I used this thing. It's Vim. It's a Unix-based system. I used that for quite some time until I started developing on Windows, and then it was this good old Notepad, which I used for a while until Notepad++ came along, and I used, well, it's much better than Notepad, so I used that for quite some time. Started web development, and as soon as I did that, started using Atom. And because I'm using Atom, I'm also using Node.js, and also I bought a Chromebook, so I've got Caret. So what I'm saying here is that is a lot of editors, right? I want to talk to you about another editor. This one, let me do this real quick. Whoops. This one is VS Code. Now, I'm about to say some very glowing things about VS Code, and it's a Microsoft product, so that's a little odd. But VS Code is free and open source, I think, and pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you some features of it. Even if you're not a programmer and you have no idea, or a web developer, you have no idea what this is, I just want to show you some features. There's a line right here, if you can see where my cursor is. This defines a color, and the color is defined by these four values, which all happen to be 0. Nobody knows those codes. I know front-end developers who don't know them, but if I mouse over this, thusly, not only can I see that color, but I can change it right in the app. So I want to change it was black. I'm going to change it to blue, and you'll, whoops, did I not do that correctly? Yeah, let's change it to that blue. Perfect. And you'll see the changes are reflected right here, which is kind of awesome. Just going to go into the interactive playground real quick. Just want to show you a couple of features. So it has the standard features that you might expect. For example, if I needed multi-cursor editing, I could Control Shift. Actually, it's Control Alt, I think. Yeah, that's it. So now I've selected multi-line cursors, and I can move the text around like that. And pretty cool, right? Um, Show you some other things that it can do, like these tags. If I mouse over the tag, it will show me what the elements are, which is kind of really cool. Um, I'll show you some IntelliSense. You'll see they're down here on this line. There's an error, the little squiggly line. So if I cursor over that error, it actually, even though this is on an external library, it tells me what the issue is, which I think is kind of cool. I'll show you a couple of other things. Let's not do the refactoring. Let's do the formatting. So let's improperly format this JavaScript here. So let's tab that way the hell over there, and we'll tab that. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. We'll tab this over here, and we'll misalign this as well. That's going to get cries of horror from the linter, and it might even break the code. So we're just going to format it, right? So we'll do, what the hell is it? Shift Alt F to format, and you'll notice the code is perfectly formatted, which is kind of really, really awesome. Also want to show you code folding, which is kind of cool. So if we had a big long piece, big long piece of HTML here, what you can do is you can fold by doing Control Shift J. So we'll do Control Shift and J. I'm sorry, it's actually brackets. So I could just fold that up and work on the code, and then come back and unfold it later on. Really, really cool things. Last thing I want to mention, and this is just a very, very brief overview. I should show you this as well, because this is a functionality that you would expect. So you could do, what is it, Shift Alt and up and down. So like if I had this in the wrong place and I just wanted to move, if I wanted to duplicate, I could duplicate like that. You can also do, what is it, Shift Alt down arrow? I forget the keyboard command, but you get the general idea. I don't want this video to run long. Let me just show you one more thing. The extensions are absolutely amazing. So this is infinitely extensible. There is a very robust extensions market, and you can see some of the things that I've got. I've got this really cool theme going on right here. Prettier is a linter and code formatter that is freaking amazing. Code Runner allows me to run code right in. You get the general idea, but let's say that I had a Java project. So I could just do an open-ended search for Java, and look, I could get a debugger, I can get Maven here, language support for Java, test runners, Java extension pack, on and on and on. And it works for everything. So I could do like C++, and you can see all of the extensions for C++. It's an awesome, awesome thing. I'm not going to get too far deep into the woods on this, but there is a very good built-in debugger that works exceedingly well, and version control with Git. Um, this is my personal, and I haven't hooked that one up yet. But yeah, it's a fantastic in the Code Explorer, as you would expect, right? It is a fantastic product, and I really, really do enjoy the hell out of it. So I just wanted to give you a brief look at it. That's just a brief introduction to VS Code. Congratulations, Microsoft. You done good with that one. You really did. Now, please don't start charging us to use Windows 10. Not anytime soon, anyway. Hey guys, I've been the IT guy. You've been whoever you are. And hey, thanks for hanging out and having a chuckle and hopefully learning something. Go out and try VS Code. It's good.